Let's take a look at what happened today in Abuja with the burial of the 17 soldiers. I'm joined now by public affairs analyst Ojo. Jide, it's good to have you on the news. Posthumous national honors, scholarships in houses in any part of the country. What's your thoughts on this announcement by the president?
Thank you, Felicity. Compliments of the Easter season. I think the president did the needful by recognizing and awarding, albeit posthumously, national honors to these gallant soldiers, and also offering the family scholarship to university level for their dependents, as well as promise to build them house and that their entitlements should be paid to their families within 90 days. That's what a country should do to appreciate its fallen heroes. It should not be that when we lose our gallant soldiers, you then give the family a week to move out of the barracks with nowhere to go. This is their very breadwinner that is dead. For many years, their entitlements are not paid to their families. And the trauma of losing their loved ones is intensified and it escalated by the action of the military authorities. But in the case of this Okuama 17, if you want to call them that, they have been treated like heroes that they are truly is. And may God grant the souls of the departed respite in heaven and grant the family they left behind fortitude to bear the irreplaceable loss.
Indeed. The part many are skeptical about, if I may use that word, is the instructions to the military that they must, within 90 days, ensure that all the benefits of the departed are paid to their families. You cited yourself that the previous cases have not been this way. They have to wait for years to get to their entitlements. Are you a skeptic as well, or this is enough time and you expect that in this administration 90 days will be 90 days?
Felicity, it is for the media to follow through. If you are able to identify any of the family members after 90 days from today, it's important to follow through with this story, to check with them if in 3 months' time the entitlement of their husbands and loved ones have been paid. If not, we need to remind them of the presidential order, because this is now a presidential order. It's not just something that should be discountenanced. But I do understand, bureaucracy moves the wheel of bureaucracy in Nigeria moves very slowly. I recall when my father died, after his retirement, he's not a military man, he was a teacher. We didn't get any of his entitlements until years. In fact, 3 years after he left service, he died. And it took additional 2 years or thereabout for us to get part of his entitlements. And that has been the sorry state of senior citizens and even fallen heroes. You know that every year we observe the Armed Forces Day. I think it's January 15. And you listen to the legions, the harrowing experiences of many of the legionnaires, as well as even those who have retired. You find out that the Nigerian state haven't treated them very well. But I hope this new government, the government of the new hope of Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, would do things differently.
I hope so too, because from what you've actually,
benefit of that.
I'm sorry to interject. What you actually said is what the media should do. In 90 days, we circle back to the families to confirm if this was done. My next question is a quick ask from social media conversations that I have seen. Some folks are calling for commendation for President Tinubu for his actions at the funeral of the soldiers. They contrast this to that of the presidency of Buhari, who, as a former military man, they allege neglected fallen heroes at their funerals. He wasn't there in person. Is this comparison necessary? But then again, should kudos be given where it is needed?
I agree that kudos should be given where it's needed. Activism or criticism should not just be, we should not just be uncharitable with our criticisms. Sometimes when you massage the ego of political office holders, you get them to do more and even do better. And that's why commendation should be given to President Tinubu, at least on this count of giving posthumous award to the fallen heroes, giving their families scholarships, asking their entitlements to be paid in 90 days, and promising to build them houses in any part of Nigeria. But I hope that their next of kin is in order, because when things like this happen, part of the problem, Felicity, may be who actually is the rightful next of kin. Some people will make their brother next of kin, some will make their wife next of kin, some will make their son or their child next of kin. And where it is not resolved promptly, who actually is the next of kin, things may not be very prompt. But I just hope that everything is in order, and we should hope and give benefit of doubt to the military authorities that this presidential order will be carried out to the letter. There are just 17 people, so there are not really very many. But we pray, for me, apart from commending the president, the lessons the lessons for the military authority is to prevent this kind of scenario in future. Peacemaking, peace building. Is it really the military that should have interfered in Okuama? What about the police? Shouldn't the police have been the first line of intervention here? Or maybe they have intervened and the issue lingered.
I suspect there is an ongoing investigation, we're told. Hopefully we'll get to understand why the military was used in this instance. I would love to get your thoughts on the invasion of Edwin Clark's home, Chief Edwin Clark, but we're out of time, so I'll just thank you very much for speaking with us, and hopefully we can talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much, Felicity. Do have a great evening.
You too.
And happy Easter in advance.